Hello and welcome my fellow weebs. This guide is dedicated to newer mobile players that have no skills and bad ping, but are still aiming to 9-star the first 2 floors of the Abyss. This video will be covering floor 10. You might not necessarily have the exact same characters as I do. Therefore, the teams used here are intentionally not the best possible ones and you might get better results if you adapt to your personal situation. Many of the strategies will still work if you have to replace a few characters. You can replace e.g. Sucrose with Xiangling and Kaching with virtually any decent single-target non-cryo DPS. To 9-star floor 10 comfortably, you should have at least 2 built characters, preferably at least 1 pyro carry. Generally, you want to focus most of your resources into your 2 carries. The rest can have trash builds. In our case, Kaching and Bennett are the carries. Instead of Bennett you can also use Xiangling, Diluc, Play or Yanfei, in that order. We use physical Kaching as example because she is considered the weakest 5-star carry and has a good free-to-play weapon option. Alternatives are for instance Razor, Eula or Ningguang, whoever you have built most. If you have a second built pyro DPS, then go for it. In that case, use Xingqiu on the second half. As you see, we put our best plus 20 artifacts on the 2 carries. Everyone else gets trash stuff. This is generally the most efficient thing to do in mid-game. Diona gets HP artifacts for her shield. Sucrose profits a lot from sacrificial fragments and her first constellation as well as elemental mastery artifacts. Mine is level 80 but you can leave her at level 60 until you reach floor 12. For the first chamber, run straight to one of the ranged mobs. The other ones will follow you. Use your trash supports to apply elements. Then create reactions with Sucrose. This way you won't have to move a lot and swirl damage kills them very efficiently. The elements you apply on the Hilichurls will help breaking the cryo slime shields. 2. Occasionally you should walk to the Sealy to warm up. Sucrose's burst can get the enemies back to you. Generally, you should avoid unnecessary running. When the Whopper flowers spawn, just stand near a Sealy and they will come over. The 4-piece VV is very important here since Whopper flowers have high resistance values. For the first 2 rooms, we rely mostly on swirl damage with this team. Since Bennett has bad AoE against the cryo hypostasis on the 3rd room, it will be really important to have a good single target DPS though. On the second half, you should note that the Abyss Mage gets weaker once you break his shield. So it becomes more comfortable if you attack this dude first. The Herald on the other hand becomes stronger when he has low HP and switches to shield mode. You need something to break the cryo shield, but a bit of Electro, Pyro or Geo in your party should suffice. Once the mage is down, focus damage on the Herald until he shields up. You have plenty of time so don't stress. Diona is a great shielder for this floor and will make your life much easier. After he transforms, wait for the explosion and then go in and keep him frozen. Diona, Chongyun and Ka are all great at this. Freezing is best here because you don't want this guy to spin around like a Beyblade. Don't be confused. Only every third cryo-infused auto attack applies cryo. For 11-2-1, you basically repeat the strategy of 11-1-1. Much swirling means much death. Once the tornado guys appear, you want to stagger them. They can become a real nuisance otherwise. Use sucrose or sword user charge attacks to do so. (11-2-2) is a reskin of 11-1-2, but with an annoying ice cage. Your free event Diona is great because the ice cage deals cryo damage. Same order as before. First the mage, then the herald. Cryo is again great against the herald's shield. Watch out for the purple orbs of the herald. These drain your energy if you are not protected by a shield. You can use a burst to avoid these or try your best at dodging. (11-3) is the most difficult since you only have 3 minutes in total. So you should aim for 90 seconds per chamber. Use a pyro DPS, but not amber, on the first room, because they get almost double the damage from melting.
安全距離確黒木翼
くらえ。みんなは俺が守る。
話が通じないなら
燃えろ。
吸引テスト開始
燃えろ。せえ。へ燃えろ。ね。全力攻撃だ。
6308断罪の名において
I didn't have to farm the cryo-hypostasis on the overworld. Therefore I'm still very bad at playing tennis. But you have to yeet the snowballs back to the cube.
冒険だ冒険。いや。燃えろ。
熱々でしょ超拡散機
燃えろ。みんなは俺が守る。へくらえ。
The second room is straightforward. Freeze the Levachel, then use Shatter to break his shield. Alternatively you can use Pyro or Electro, but these are less effective. The mage will teleport over, so you can focus down their shield. 2. Hydro mage shields are most vulnerable to cryo. Focus on the mage after the Levachel's shield is broken, since the latter will walk to you. And remember to let Chongyun die a painful death.
奉仕一門に橋を。
健康よ世の乱れを切り尽くせ行けそりゃディア私は甘く
左右ルコ動くべきや。